the life, the bright lights, the type, the crowd lights. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
Hawks at Sixers. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Friday, February 9th with more free picks, and we're rocking with the over 243.5 in this Sixers-Hawks game. If you're tailing this play, y'all, do not go over 244.5. It's already been steamed up from 240, so I'm already getting the worst of this number, but I do feel confident in the over for a very specific reason. I've been on this angle that since Joel Embiid has gone down, instead of the Sixers playing faster, which is what you would expect, they've actually played slower, and it's been helping me cash these unders with them. In this specific spot, though, they're playing against a Hawks team that is determined to play at a fast pace. The 8 of the Hawks' last 10 games, they've had over 100 possessions. So just to give you an idea of how slow Philly's played, in 2 of their last 4 games, they've had less than 85 possessions. So Philly's playing at the complete other end of the spectrum. I expect the Hawks to come in and do what they've done to every team in the last month, is force them to play at a faster pace, not go deep into the shot clock, which means more shots for everybody, including the Sixers, who do have guys that can make shots. We do know that the Hawks can't stop a nosebleed, so expect the Sixers to get closer to 120 than not, which is going to help us cash this ticket. We got the over 243.5, y'all.
Wizards at Celtics, 7:30 p.m. NBA Shot Clock on this Friday. Top lean in this game. We're playing the total over 238. What is going on in this matchup? You're getting the Washington Wizards, one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and one of the highest paces in the league, off a home under in their previous game against Cleveland. And you're getting Boston off an under in their previous game against Atlanta. Boston shoots the 3 and shoots from the field at one of the highest rates in the league. And when you combine that with a team like Washington that doesn't defend and runs like Usain Bolt in terms of their pace, this is going to explode, and the books agree. The last time these teams played, back on October 30th, the final score was Boston 126, Washington 107. The line there was 226.5. Now books say we're moving this up. 11.5 points at open. They love the over. We love the over. Friday night in Boston. Let's score the ball, gentlemen, and let's cash this ticket.
Hornets at Bucks, Friday, February 9th. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock with another free pick. We're rocking with the Bucks -14. Anybody that's been following this channel, well, first of all, we appreciate every single one of you that do. And if you have been following this channel, y'all already know I'll be laying double-digit points. When you see me laying double digits, it's my way of saying I think it's a smash spot. Milwaukee has no choice but to get a win here for several different reasons, starting with the fact that they've lost 3 in a row. Another reason, Cleveland has already passed them in the standings. Boston is pulling away, and the Knicks are tied with them. These boys finished second or worse than second in the East. Then their worst nightmare will come true because they'll play Boston before the conference finals, which is a disaster for this Milwaukee team. They need to pick up wins. And by the way, this is a classic look-ahead spot with Denver coming to town on Monday. Not anymore, Nate. Not if you've lost 3 games in a row. You need to get right. This is a Hornets team that just made trades and somehow got worse than they already were. Give me Milwaukee in this smash spot ahead of their back-to-back games with Denver and Miami on Tuesday, and let's cash this ticket, y'all.
Rockets at Raptors, NBA Shot Clock, Friday, February 9th, 2024. Best bet of the day, Raptors -2, 1 unit. The Raptors have completely reinvented this roster, having moved Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby off the roster, and they have been horrible in recent history. 3-12 straight up. But the statistics are telling us a buy element. In that 15-game sample, with only 3 outright wins, they are 7-8 against the spread. And they are coming home, where they have underperformed since the trades, going 1-4 ATS. Both are buy elements as they open up a 5-game homestand. Tonight's opponent, the Rockets, is abysmal on the road, particularly at the Eastern Conference. The Rockets started 0-9 on the road at the East. They are 3-0 since, but those 3 covers are fraudulent. A blowout at Charlotte, a complete backdoor in the fourth quarter against Brooklyn, and another backdoor against Indiana in their previous game. Go through this matchup, the numbers tell you a great story. On February 4th, Houston blew out Toronto down in Houston, 135-106, on a -5 line for the Rockets. And this comes across at open to Toronto -3. A heavy line suggesting a revenge spot for the Raptors, an uptick in their statistical movement since the trade, and a big-time spot, Scotiabank Arena, on this Friday night. It is NBA Shot Clock. Best bet of the day, Toronto Raptors -2, 1 unit.
Pelicans at Lakers, Friday, February 9th. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock. This one is just a lean, not an official play. The lean is the under 235.5. I see Zion on the injury report. I see Jonas Valanciunas on the injury report. And if Jonas doesn't play, that's a serious problem. Obviously, we know what Zion brings to the table, but Jonas is really their only reliable big man on the roster. And Zion is, obviously the best interior player on the team. You take those two out against what I would consider a pretty big Lakers team, that's going to be some issues for the Pelicanos to get points on the board. The Lakers are a decent defensive team. They had started off the season as one of the better defensive teams. That's kind of gone by the wayside. LeBron played 35 minutes last night. Anthony Davis is not on the injury report, even though he didn't play yesterday. I got a lot of questions, not enough answers, which always makes me hesitant to get to the window with any play. So some more homework to do, but nothing about this game, especially with the Lakers averaging 111 points per game on the second night of a back-to-back. Nothing about this game leads me to believe it's going to go over 235.5, which I think is a pretty big number. So my lean for this game is the under 235.5, y'all. Thank you for rocking with us, and let's cash these tickets.
Nuggets at Kings, 10 o'clock, Golden One Center, Sacramento, California. NBA Shot Clock on this Friday. We hope you guys are having a great night and enjoying the games. We have a lean for you in this late night, big time special within the Western Conference. Denver +1.5, our top lean. What's going on here? Denver's on a road back-to-back off a big one last night in LA. But you know what? They had 3 full nights of rest before this back-to-back. All of their other back-to-backs this year were much more intense fatigue spots. And this is a spot that Denver will turn up in a revenge game against Sacramento. Go back to December 2nd in Sacramento. It was a back-to-back for Denver in that night, but it was a 3rd and 4 hyper cluster that they were playing in. And Sacramento did beat Denver on that particular day, 123-117. This number's coming down, and books are suggesting Denver will get revenge. Go to the Sacramento side of this game. Sacramento just lost to Detroit, so theoretically it would be a bounce back. I don't think so. Sacramento has been lackluster coming home off road trips, which was why they tanked to Detroit. But in the next game, they haven't been particularly good either. They were very fortunate to cover a game against the Lakers. They got blown out against the Clippers, and they did not cover in double overtime against the Magic. This is a Denver spot. We hope you guys are having a great night, and if you're gambling on this, we advise you to pick the Denver Nuggets at +1.5. It is NBA Shot Clock, another week in the books. We love you guys. It is the Shark, it is J.A. Cavalier, and it is Junior Browne. Let's dominate this card.